This time last year, Lucas had his final round of chemo, and guess what? He's doing so well that his checkups have stretched from every 3 months to every 6 months. And we have a group right here in the two-state that has a similar mission. It's the Georgialina Outdoor Dream Foundation. Eve Gallo is vice president of the foundation, and she's here along with her father, Tony Gallo, who is president of Georgialina Outdoor Dream Foundation. It is great to see you both and to have you here again.
Yes, it was so great to see you as well.
And so it's not exactly Make-A-Wish, but it's kind of that concept, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know I want to talk about the mission of it, but I also want you to share your story, Eve and Tony, just why it's so important to you all to do this. Because you suffered a very chronic illness as a child.
Oh no, yes ma'am. So we started Georgialina Outdoor Dream Foundation to create a local chapter here in the CSRA. We're a 501c3 nonprofit, and our motto is connecting kids to nature and inspiring hope for tomorrow. We have two main reasons of why my family decided to start our own local chapter. One is his name was Tanner Haywood. He had earring sarcoma. He was from the Evans area, and he had battled it for a good many years. But the Outdoor Dream Foundation, our parent company in Anderson, South Carolina, they provided him a hog, gator, and turkey hunt while he was sick, and then he had sadly passed in 2020. So we want to continue his legacy here in the Augusta area as well. And then the second reason is my own personal story, which I had leukemia in high school, and I was given an elk hunt, a bear, turkey, and deer from also the ODF in Anderson. And I'm now 9 years cancer-free this April. And so that trip, both Tanner's parents and Tanner himself and me and my family, the trip was unforgettable. It took you out of the hospital setting, and we just felt like normal kids for once, and just embracing the nature, like hearing the birds chirping, just like feeling the sunshine on your face versus feeling all those hospital lights or needles and stuff. So that is one of the two reasons why we started it, and wanted to continue to involve chronically or terminal kids here in the CSRA and have them experience the outdoors as I and Tanner did.
You know, I love that story so much, Eve, and I have to say, I don't think that there are that many kids. I mean, especially I would think with this teenage girl that, I don't know, I don't think that I would expect to hear the words, "I want to go on a hunt," come out of your mouth. How did you even know about hunting? Was it something your family did? Were you outdoorsy people?
Yes, so my father introduced my brother and I to the outdoors. We've done skeet shooting, archery, we've gone fishing, all camping, and hunting, anything you can think of. And so almost anything. So him and my mom got us into the outdoors, and so that's what kind of drove me into wanting to do it. And Make-A-Wish doesn't really do that, so they pointed us into the Outdoor Dream Foundation, and they were able to grant this wish for me and Tanner as well. And so it was great. I know most people don't think of it, but we do. But us as Georgialina, we can do, if a kid wants to go on a hunting trip, whether it be out west or here in the CSRA, since we are part of the headquarters in Anderson, we're able to have kids from all around the country come to us in the CSRA or send our CSRA kids to somewhere else. And so that's one of the big perks, I would think, is being part of this parent organization. And so I'm very excited to hopefully have kids, whether they want to go fishing on Clark's Hill. Both Georgia and South Carolina DNR are very supportive of our foundation. Fantastic. And are very excited to host our hopefully first child this fall or spring. And so very helpful on both sides of the state, and hunting, fishing, or even camping up at Wildwood. Columbia County has also helped out in terms of helping us get that set up if we need to.
Well, we're going to hear more about the foundation and their upcoming fundraiser, Clays for Kids. We'll tell you about that in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. We are talking today about the Outdoor Dream Foundation. It's the Georgialina Outdoor Dream Foundation, and Eve and Tony Gallo are here with us today. We've just heard sort of the backstory about why this is such an important mission for the Gallo family. Tony, you have your second Clays for Kids coming up May the 4th.
That's correct.
So, and you are doing sponsorships and teams available now, and you want people to know and get signed up for it.
Yes, ma'am. So last year was our inaugural year. We had 24 teams. We were just looking to get about 10 or 12, 15 at best. We had 24.
Wow.
The turnout was just heartwarming. And then coming in after that first round, everybody was asking for the next year. So we had to hurry up and figure it out and get it scheduled up for this year. Now we've had so much support, we've turned it into a full-fledged annual event at the Palmetto Shooting Facility.
And this is how you are raising funds to be able to grant wishes to children.
That's correct. So with our corporate sponsorships, individuals and volunteers, building up the treasury so that way the children local or somebody that wants to come in from out of state or send our children to another state, we have the funds and resources to do it. Yes, ma'am.
That's terrific. That's terrific. So what do people need to know about is they can go to your website and tell me what the day is going to be like.
So we will be starting the day off at about 11 o'clock. We're going to come in. We're going to get everybody signed up. There's what they call a flurry as part of the fundraiser. So that's just two people seeing how fast they can reload, and the clay birds just come out from all different angles. We get the fellowship. We'll get everybody organized, get them out in the field, come back in, have a nice dinner. Again, more fellowship. We're going to have some speaking. Eve will be there. Some of the other children that have been positively impacted by the Outdoor Dream Foundation. So we can get people to understand the mission, right?
Yeah.
Getting children in that outdoors environment. Hunting, fishing, camping, right? We'll say that all the time. It could be just sitting there wetting a hook, or maybe they just want to go. We've had land being donated to take kids that maybe just out in a camper, and they just want to go sit in the shade and feel the sun.
Wow. Now, if somebody's watching and they know a child that might benefit from this, what are the, what do they need to do to qualify?
Sure. So criteria is just basically a chronically ill or terminally ill child. They can go to the GeorgialinaODF.org website.
Right.
They can put a submission in. We have an email link. They can send it to us. We'll screen through it. We'll communicate with Brad Jones, who is the president of the Outdoor Dream Foundation, and see if we need to be able to do it local, or it could be somebody that hears from the Carolina side. We can figure out what it's going to take to make that child's dream come true.
Love that. Love that so much. We do have the information on the website. You're going to see a full screen come up in just a minute where we talk about the dates and how you can do that contact information. I just think it's so important that we have this group here that's really focusing on children here in the two-state. And what great ambassadors you are. You've lived it and you know the difference that it's made in your life.
And I think we're a one-of-a-kind nonprofit as well, is because we focus on being local, and all the funds stay local. And I know a lot of people have they've really resonated with that of wow, you're actually local. I'm like, yes, we'll keep everything local, impact the children either at Children's Hospital of Georgia, whether they have their chronically illness and such. And so, but I think we're really big on keeping it local and impacting the local kids.
Terrific. Tony Gallo, Eve Gallo, thank you so much for your time today. Here's the information about Clays for Kids. The second annual Clays for Kids is coming up Sunday, May 4th. Sponsorships and teams are available and spaces are filling up quickly. It's at the Palmetto Shooting Complex on Gary Hill Road in Edgefield. Registration 11 a.m. The competition starts at 1 p.m. Clay and cart rentals are included. And for more information, go to that website you see there on your screen. It's GeorgialinaODF.org.